Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review of Love After Lockup, Season 4, Episode 2, P.O. Problems.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop.
auntie that everybody needs.
You can make this up. Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lives, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, hello, everybody, and this is Auntie. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. Thank you so much to Sylvia for becoming a new member. Welcome to the family. Welcome, Sylvia, and to all of my nieces and nephews and all of my members who have been here with me for the long haul. Thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate this episode of Love After Lockup, Season 4, Episode 2, P.O. Problems, I will rate this episode a C. I want to shout out Deontay, who hit your auntie up today and was like, you must don't like them people. I've been waiting on your review. I've been busy, boo. I've been busy, boo. I got you, though. I got y'all. So, shout out to Deontay from Love After Lockup Season 3. Okay, episode 657 through 949. Okay. But anyway, y'all, let me know down in the comment section what you all would rate this episode of Love After Lockup. Now, I have put up here on this screen up here, okay, the cast members, because a half of these mofos, I don't know their names. And so I'm going to have to read off or something for Love After Lockup. And it done popped up off my cotton freaking screen. So hold on, y'all, while I get these people's names up here, okay? I'm hoping everybody having a great time and y'all was waiting on me. I was having some difficulties, okay? Some difficulties. And yeah. I had it up here from Distractify. There you go. I don't know how I popped off my cotton freaking screen. Like, I need to see these mofos right so we can talk about them and I can get, because this one person right here, okay. All right, so in this episode of Love After Lockup, it was a hodgepodge of bullshit, right? And the couples, in my opinion, were like all over the place. The storyline is just not running together. Let me see. So Yolanda gave it a D. Jasmine gave it a B minus. Thank you so much. A. It's Simone. Thank you. She said your lip color is everything. This is it's in the bathroom. This is another color that my daughter brought me for Christmas. I had to put in the description box. So Dom gave it a C. To Misha gave it a B minus. Okay. Racky gave it a C. Okay. All right, so we all kind of around around in the same neighborhood. This particular episode, we did not see Lacey and Antoine, and I think that we was better for it, right? We won't really, you know, be good, Auntie, be good. Okay, so yeah, we did not see them this week. So let's talk about the couples that we did see. The first couple I want to talk about is Taylor and Chance. Now, Taylor is, Taylor special, and we welcome her to the Love After Lockup family. But she a little special, and that laugh just drives me up a cotton freaking wall. It's almost like fingernails going down a cotton freaking chalkboard, or ice tingling the sensitive part of your damn tooth. Bitch, I'm trying to tell you, Taylor irritates the dog duke out of me with that laugh and this fake sense of optimism. Girl, when she was driving, okay, so Lacey got a call that her boo, Chance, right? It's Lacey and Chance. Hold on, let me make sure, god damn it. Yeah, and Chance was getting out of prison, so she had to do a lot of the filming on her own. I don't know if she didn't have a charging port in her car. I don't know if they had somebody in the neighborhood to come and film that bull crap for them. Like they called up their homeboy and was like, "Look, do me a favor. I can't get down there to where she is, right?" And her boo just got out of jail, right? He getting released. Can you go down there and film this bull for me? The production on that part, honey, was some straight trash, in my opinion. I was like, what the for real? The hell is going on here? So anyway, she's getting ready and everything, and she, hoping that, he's learned his lesson and that everything is going to be great and gravy, even though last week he told her that she was going to have to get rid of her sister Bobby. And so, she's, getting herself together. She wants to look beautiful for him. She wants him to like the way that she looks. And I'm thinking to myself, honey, you're beautiful, right? Like for real, but I guess maybe it's just energy. You know what I'm saying? You know how sometimes you get that little anxious energy. So I figured, that that's what it was. And I was like, okay, get beside it, Auntie, and don't be tripping, right? So I just stopped tripping. So she gets there, she's on her way. She gets down to the jail and everything. She says that he's supposed to be coming out at 9:30, I think it was, and she wanted them to be on time. Bitch, ain't nothing on time but a clock twice. Twice a day. Okay. Ain't nothing else on time, hardly ever, honey. So anyway, she goes down to see him at the get him out of the jail. And she's filming this herself. Eventually, I guess a crew arrives and they begin to film it. She sits there, she waits for him to come out. She's anxious about him coming out. And then, he comes out and she's happy and he's happy and all that. One of the things, she made a comment indicating that she will never be coming back here again. And I was thinking, honey, you just, you don't know whether or not you coming back or not, okay, with this mofo. Now, I'm not feeling her that much. Y'all let me know down in the comment section. I ain't really interested in her storyline. Sometimes as a reviewer, as a content creator, you get these people that you really just, you really, something about them, you just really ain't feeling. I'm not feeling her. And I think the reason why I'm not feeling her is because I think she's going to take Bobby through some changes. And I don't want Bobby to go through no changes because, her sister had been incarcerated previously. And so I just really I ain't feeling it. And I'm not feeling him because he's already, before he even hit the car, he already is telling her what to do with Bobby. And he's trying to take her and put her, which is her Taylor's twin sister, and put her in a garage. And I'm thinking, I really don't like her. So next week, I'm going to do better, y'all. I don't like her. It's just, And I ain't feeling her. Kayla and Martell. So Kayla is dating Martell. Martell been in jail forever, bitch. He said that he started committing crimes when he was 12 years old. 12. I believe that he was incarcerated for what, 18 years, y'all? And the two of them remind me of Andrea and Lamar. I don't know if y'all remember them, but that's who they remind me of. Now, she indicated that he asked her not to have sex with anybody until he got out. And she agreed to that. But then today she tells us that 18 months ago, she ain't had sex for 18 months. She said if she wanted, she wanted. And the thing about it is, because she did get it, after she promised that she won't go get it, that it was actually a training session for her. She said that because of this sexual rendezvous that she had while he was incarcerated, it made her a better partner for him. I said, girl, if that's a good excuse, girl, that's a good reason. Yes, I'm with you. I can buy that. Yes, sell that, sell that. Put that in a bottle, girl. Put it in a bag, zip it up, and sell that, girl, because I believe that. I fully believe that girl, bye. Kayla, cut that. Kayla is straight gat. So she has got a hotel room. She's packed up all the things for her boo thing, and she is going down to the jail to see him. She has on her white outfit, white shoes, white pocketbook, white ribbon in the sky for their love. Like everything was white. And I was like, okay, so does she think that she's getting married? Now, she's indicated that she has expensive taste and that, she wants him to buy her this ring. She said he's got to get this job and all of that. But when he got out of jail, he indicated that he comes from a wealthy family. And so he really didn't even have a reason to commit the crimes that he committed. Riddle me that, okay? He comes from a wealthy family, so he may not even have to work, okay? But anyway, she goes and picks him up from the jail. She jumps up in his arms, and he has about 11 hours to spend with her because she's going to have to take a 5-hour drive to drive him to the halfway house because he's getting out, he's paroling and all that kind of stuff. And I think that they're going to be interesting. I don't know if their story is going to last the whole entire season. Y'all know each season they bring some couples in and they don't have enough footage of them to last the whole entire season. I think that this is going to be the case between the two of them. We see in the previews that he indicated that, there's some things about him that she doesn't know. Well, guess what? There's some things about Kayla that you don't know, Martell. And I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to be here week after week to find out exactly what that is. The next couple that I want to talk about is Raiden and Rick. Now, Rick got, he's like a railroad, okay? He's got all these auras in his life. Rick, Raiden, and Ramona. So Rick and his roommate, Ramona, decide that they're going to go and pick up some clothing for Raiden. Now, Raiden has given him a laundry list of everything multiplied by 5. So she told him she needs 5 shirts. She needs 5 pair of pants. She needs 5 pair of earrings. She needs 5 drawers. She needs 5 bras. She needs 5 of everything. And he doesn't look like he makes that much money. But anyway, he travels with Ramona, his roommate, and they go shopping. And so she asks him, what the size is and all that kind of stuff. And he tells her medium to small and all of that, schmedium. So she's a schmedium. And, the girl is going around the shop and everything and shopping for him. So he gets a phone call from Raiden in jail, and she's like, what you doing, whoop-de-whoop, because she's supposed to be getting out of jail. And so, he gets a call from Raiden, and Raiden's like, what you doing? And he was like, me and Ramona up in here shopping. And she was like, okay, who the fuck is Ramona? And he was like, Ramona is my roommate. And she was like, why you got her buying my drawers? I mean, basically, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just putting some zhuzh on it, right? She didn't say that, right? Some things they don't say verbatim. I'm just filling in the blanks for y'all, right? So, basically, she was like, how you know that hoe, that trick that you got living with you, ain't feeling you, and there's gonna be some problems between the two of us. And he was like, no, everything gonna be cool. You know what I'm saying? She's just a roommate. I ain't interested in her or nothing like that. I don't think she interested in his ass either, right? I think she just got her a roommate. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't see Ramona liking him. I didn't see no signs of it. Did y'all? I didn't see like her, having an attitude about buying the clothes. I didn't see her criticizing the girl or nothing like that. Like she didn't give me no damn signs that she liked this ass. But y'all let me know down in the comment section whether y'all picked up that there was something between Ramona just looking for a place to lay, bitch. Eat lay. I'm just saying, I didn't pick it up. So anyway, Raiden was like, I'm in this jail with these women, and I know how women can be, and all of that kind of stuff, woo woo woo. And he's like, she's a roommate, whatever. Then he hangs up the phone and says that he does think that Raiden has a thing. That Ramona has a thing. Ramona ain't thinking about no damn Raiden like that. She know what this mofo is inside and out. Now he has talked about the fact that he was, on narcs, right? He was using heroin, and so he says that he spent 3 weeks in a fetal position getting clean from this particular drug, and he will never take it again. So I found that very interesting because in this episode, we saw him go over to her parents' house, and it was her dad and her stepmom. And the dad, I guess he was a vet or something like that because he had his leg amputated. But the dad had a whole lot of mouth, right? A whole bunch of, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And I'm saying, Dad, you're going to have to, you have to chase me down. And I mean, you already got, what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know how much you're going to be able to keep up with me, but if you intend on, doing something to me, you're going to have like a quick, your draw going to have to be real quick up on me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so he gets you over there to the dad's house. You can tell that the dad looks like he has had substance abuse problems. Okay. And I really believe in this episode, the dad actually admitted to the fact that he was a ex-user and all that kind of stuff as well. And so he knows what his daughter's going to go through. So he's going over there, to kick the bobo with the family and talk about her and all that kind of stuff. And while the father and the stepmama are happy that he's in her life, they have a couple of issues with him. That number one issue that they have with him is that they believe that he's a wimp as it relates to her, that he's a trick, he's a doormat type of man. And so the father was like, I got a feeling that when she gets out, that she gonna end up being able to turn you. Now, previously she had been out of jail. And he said that she went over to one of her friend's house and a friend got her on weed. And when she was smoking the weed wasn't enough for her. So, she graduated to another substance and found herself back in jail. And so he's concerned because this man, to him, although he's a motorcycle, tough looking kind of guy, right, from the exterior and the interior, he weaker than a mofo. And so the father was like, you got to understand that that's my daughter, you know what I'm saying? And I will bust your ass, you know what I'm saying, over my daughter. And so that's number one. That was number one. I know I had a number two, and I can't even, okay, so number one, the dad think he weak. Number two, well, I guess it is 1 and 2. She gonna run over him. So, he's sitting over there with the father and everything, trying to get acquainted, talking about, how things are going to be when she gets out. And the dad was like, she going to be over here. You know what I'm saying? She need to be up underneath me. I'm going to spoil her and all this kind of stuff when she get home. And so he was like, wait a minute, what the hell? What you just say, Pops? And so Pops was like, yeah, she going to be paroling here. He was like, I thought she was going to be paroling with me. And the Pops was like, well, she told me her paperwork said that she going to be here at the house. So here it is, nobody has said anything to him about it. He's thinking that he's going to be with her and all that kind of stuff. And, but the thing about it, it seems like this girl is using him. I don't know if y'all picking up the usury of it all, but this girl, in my opinion, seems like she is using him because she is not telling him the truth about what she's doing in her life. Okay, so he finds that out and everything cool in the game. He goes home. The next day he's up, he's sweeping the garage and everything and trying to, get it, keep his mind right before he has to go and pick her up. And, Ramona comes out there and he's talking about Ramona smoking in the garage. But I could have sworn I saw a cigarette up to his mouth. But anyway, so, the two of them are talking and everything. And, he's like, I'm getting ready to go down to the jail. And he was talking about cleaning up and that, Ramona basically doesn't do that. Again, Ramona is a roommate only. So the next thing he gets a phone call from his boo from the jail, and she tells him that she's not coming home, that there's a COVID outbreak at the jail, and they are all quarantined, I guess, to their cells. And I'm thinking, like, you don't have like a real like door to shut it off. So the person that's breathing next door, ain't you inhaling? Like, ain't you bringing that in? I'm just, ain't you kind of? And do they walk around and give everybody sanitizing spray and gloves and all of that? I think it's safer to take her out. But anyway, excuse me, y'all. So anyway, he's disappointed and everything, and he tells, homegirl that before he found this out, he had told Ramona that the girl wasn't gonna stay with them and she was gonna stay with the family. And Ramona was like, that's good, y'all can get to know each other and y'all won't be just, banging it out. Y'all will actually get to know one another, right? It give them an opportunity to do that. Thank you so much, Niecy Smith, for the $10 super chat. How auntie looking beautiful as usual. Thank you, boo. Look, I ain't been paying attention. Is it anymore? I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Okay, how far? Oh, thank you so much, Fog Does, for the $4.99 super chat. Whose laugh is worse, Taylor or Gino? Taylor's. Thank you so much, Fog Does. And thank you so much yesterday for coming out and even super chatting over there. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, boo. And my Dr. Nestor. Okay. Thank y'all. Thank you, Niecy Smith. Excuse me, y'all. So so the girl Ramona was like, I think it's good, it'll give y'all a real opportunity to get to know one another. Then he gets the call that the girl ain't coming at all, and he gets so mad and so hyped up and so irritated that he gets on his motorcycle and drives away, bitch, in the dust, like leaving dust and chains and ropes and all kinds of stuff behind him. The next couple that I want to talk about is Kevin and Tiffany. Kevin is a hoe, and I hope that Kevin gets everything that he dishes out. He is playing his cotton freaking girl Kayla, but Kayla unfortunately is playing herself. Kayla has indicated, honey, that she has been in a relationship back and forth with this mofo with no commitment, no nothing for cotton freaking years. And now she's stalking this mofo and having sex with him every cotton freaking Sunday while looking at Netflix. You talking about the extreme Netflix and chill? We saw Kayla last week pull up to his place, out there with her sweats and her t-shirt on, looking like she been cleaning out the gutters at the house. And she's out front screaming and hollering about who this woman is and what is he up to. And I'm saying, Kayla, aren't you stupid? So Kevin, of course, we saw him last week out with another girl. I think her name was Lindsay. He got Tiffany in jail, and he's screwing Kayla every Sunday. So what is he doing on every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, love? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, love. This mofo. So we see him with his homeboys. He's decided that he's going to go out and they're going to have a man's night out, showing that little bro love. He's out with his friends and they decide to post on social media when he know damn well that Kayla is stalking his social media posts, allegedly. Now, he talk about she's friends with the people in the bar, and maybe they told him, no, bitch, you sitting out there on Facebook. Come on, y'all, post. So when you smile for the camera, I know I love you better. Bitch, you're putting all your stuff out there. Kayla saw you. She saw the background she threw on her black pants and her black top. She said, I'm going out there. This time I'm not going rough and rugged because I'm going to the club. I'm at least try to brush my hair. I may not have washed my crap or brushed my teeth, but I'm coming down. So we see Kayla show up at the cotton freaking thing. He's sitting there telling his friends about Tiffany and all this kind of stuff. And Kayla pops up. And all the friends is looking like, we knew this was about to go down. Kayla shows up. So does Kayla know production? Because it ain't a coinky dinky that Kayla down there. And Kayla is asking him, is he involved with somebody? Duh, I'm sure production has told you that he is dating a prisoner who's about to come out of jail by the name of Tiffany. Her social security number is... This story phony. That's the point that I'm getting at. This is a phony storyline, in my opinion. He's a throwaway for right now. Because I don't believe the story. I just ain't with it. Because Kayla says she having sex with him every Sunday. He telling Kayla that they can have an open relationship. Kayla, the relationship been open for 6 years. This mofo has not made a commitment, and you want him to make a commitment, and you're tired of him, and you're stalking him, and you're going around everywhere. So at this point, the relationship been open. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open, girl. The door been open. It's an open relationship. And we got this girl popping in, popping out. Last but not least is Indy and Harry. Indy looked like that cotton. Her face, I don't know what's wrong with her face, but that mofo looked like the mask on screen. Her cheeks is just entirely too sucked in. Putting her hair back and getting that haircut was the worst thing she could have ever did for herself. Put your weave back in, boo. Some of us girls, we need a little extra, right? We need a little extra, and it's okay. But your face is looking like Scream. Like I want to scream every time I see it. And it's sucked in. And then the thing about it is, in my opinion, you stupid and you're dumb. Dumb and dumber. So, of course, he's out of jail. She goes to pick him up from jail. But before she does, she's at home with the family who is in there cooking and slaving for this ungrateful bastard. house she's staying in for 2 months with baggage. Her little girl with no fucking job and no current prospect for a job. And so Indy decides that she's going to leave her support system and go to Ohio for a penis request. Let's just go ahead and put it out there. So she has to now go and pick him up from the jail. She don't know these people. But she says, can y'all watch my baby? She don't know these people. She don't even know Harry. She don't know what kind of charges or if any of the sisters or the mom and them got charges. She don't know nothing about the little kids in the house. Fuck what you heard. I watched too many unsolved crimes and I watched too many gory stories to leave my child anywhere. And she grown. Thank you so much, Amy Garcia, for the $5 cash app. That was a lot of food in that motel for one night. Okay? You know it's fake. But the bullshit she doing with her daughter, the daughter's not acting. And that's the part about it, is that the little girl is not acting. The little girl really do see him as a father figure. That's fucked up. Because he ain't even got respect for his own fucking mama. So what make you think the way he disrespected his mother and his sister, that he's going to have any respect for you and your baby? You up creek without a paddle. All this because the psychic told her? Now, we was talking about that in the members only chat. Shout out to the members only chat. Y'all, they had me keying. You hear me? Keying. She goes to pick him up. She lists one dish that the family made for him. And he said, all I want is a chicken sandwich and some fries. Has no type of generosity, ungrateful, just a fucked up individual. And she got him in her car as her person. I don't care if they still together or not. You's a rag doll, in my opinion. A man don't respect his mama, he will never respect you. He will always come out his trick bag with some bullshit. He will always take advantage of your love and your grace, because that's what it looked like he did to his mama. This mofo gets out and have her driving him to go and get a sandwich and some french fries when the labor of love. Cooking is a labor of fucking love. And they all came together, whether they came and saw his raggedy ass at the jail or not. This was your second charge. So at this point, they probably see you as a career criminal and they ain't going up in the jail and had nobody dig up in their butt crack to come see your ass. And you ungrateful than a month. And when she talked to you on the jail phone, you didn't have nothing good to say about your mama. And you and your girlfriend, your pen pal, is sleeping up in your sister's house, the same one you disrespected. So whether she came and saw your raggedy ass or not, you in her home and you talking about, I ain't need nobody. They wasn't there from the beginning. They wasn't there from the beginning. Why they gonna be here now? Because blood is thicker than water. That's why. Trifling bitch. You're gonna be right back there, Harry. Because you ain't learned nothing. You haven't been rehabilitated. And you believe that life and people owe you. Don't nobody owe you nothing. And if you can't respect your sister, get the fuck out of her house. You and your pen pal. And Indy is sitting up there riding him around in the rain, looking a hot skeletal mess. But this is what she wants. This is the kind of man she feels like she's worthy of. This is where her self-value at. She should have did one season and been out. But no, she gonna do two. She got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of. And she with this criminal with 2 felonies. 2. Everybody in her family that we've met, her sister, her brother, her 2 sisters, her mama, and her brother, got the good sense God gave them. What the fuck happened to her? Her mama don't look like she lay down and take nothing off of nobody, and neither does her sister. And that wise counsel that they gave her, she blows it out the window. So, Indy, everything you get, you've worked for it. Oh, you have worked and labored for that. And because your self-esteem is so low, you believe this is your person. The fuck is wrong with you? Is it me? Maybe it's me. Or maybe it's Maybelline. But this is some bull. And this is what you want to put out in the universe to return back to you. He gets to the cotton freaking fast food joint. And he orders up for the mofos at the halfway house. And that same appreciation that he gonna want the mofos to have for him is the same appreciation his mama want him to have for her. The people in the halfway house, he don't know half of them. These is new people, but this his family. He gonna get sandwiches. The sister was like, we done set up in here and cooked all of this stuff, and we've been sitting here waiting. It's motherfucking 3 o'clock in the morning. And he told her, kiss his ass, basically. Yes, he did. I ain't lying. Ask the people in the comment section that saw it. I ain't got no reason to lie. This mofo told his family to kiss his Irish. And then he gets to the house with a bottle turned up to his mouth and a cigarette. He ain't learned. He ain't learned nothing. And these are the type of mofos that be walking the street, breaking up in your house and in your car and robbing you at the corner store. Because they feel entitled to shit. And they're not grateful and they don't appreciate anything because they ain't never worked for it. And they will bust you in your motherfucking head to take what's yours. Thank you, Leah, for the $4.99 super chat. What do you think about him saying his family didn't visit him? Fuck him. I think I already said what I feel about it, but I'll repeat it and I'll give a little bit more clarity to it. Fuck him. He's a 2-time felon. He's already done time in jail, and they probably was there for him the first time, and he didn't appreciate that. And so this time they thought, okay, maybe we're going to give him some tough love and let him ride out. And he's still out with the same attitude, disrespecting his sister's house. Why would I go see a mother like that? He don't appreciate. You think he would appreciate the fact that they came down to the jail to see them? He said they wasn't there from the beginning. They wasn't there from the beginning. And just because somebody wasn't there from the beginning, don't mean they won't be there to the end. Thank you so much, Tonya Lewis, for the $9.99 super chat. You are so right, Auntie. He will be back there. Absolutely. He's the type of person that will bust you in your head for $10 in your pocket, bitch. He done already robbed somebody. And these mofos that's up in the halfway house ain't been there from the beginning. They didn't wipe his. They didn't sit. Oh my God. I'm trying to. Put it in, Auntie. Put it in. And they let him out. Do y'all ever think that there are wardens and parole officers and people who are working in the system that hate to see a motherfucker go out? They done did their time and they know in their mind and in their hearts that this motherfucker gonna go out and wreak havoc on the street, and they wish that they could keep them another fucking 5 years. He's one of them, in my opinion. That they hated to see him go because they know that he don't give a damn about other people. He comes up in his sister's house and he disrespected her and yelling and screaming and telling her she can't tell him what to do. He grown, not up in my motherfucking house. You eat what they give you. Where have you been eating all these years, mother? You gonna sit up there and tell me what you don't like? I bet you didn't like that slop they was giving you at the jail either, but you didn't talk to none of them like that. Thank you so much, Denise Brisson, for the $5 super chat. He got to go crawling back. That's where his parole address is. And a probation officer stepped Miss Daggone Indy into her place and said, "You're a pen pal." And then all this sex that she thought that she was going to get, let me tell you something, honey. God is good. He's omnipresent, omnipotent. He's the Alpha and the Omega. He's the beginning and the end. He made sure that when she got it in a toilet right by the dumpster, right by where you dump your waste at. That's where she got her sex at. That sex she had been waiting on for a whole year, she got it right there by the crapper. She couldn't even lay up in bed. She couldn't do missionary. She couldn't do, a ride and straddle. She couldn't do nothing but lean over like the. Y'all know what? I'm going down to the gutter. I'm going down to the gutter. I'm going down to the gutter. I'm going to the gutter. Thank you so much, Amy Garcia, for the $5 cash app. I've seen a more mature relationship from elementary school kids. Okay. Thank you so much, IFO Bill. Guaranteed that God told him that he will be back on his way out of prison. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, IFO Bill. Life of Bill. Okay. Life of Bill. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Okay, you heard. Oh, yeah. That little wonderful sex that you had was right where you go take a dump. When she said that out of her mouth, I laughed. I said, I'm going to tell you, God is a great God. He's a wonderful God. Mm-hmm. You get it right there. Right where it needed to be. And you sat there and drove this month around and your baby was laying up in that house. And you had this mofo go in there and pick your baby up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning with alcohol on his breath and cigarettes. And this is the man that's going to raise your baby. This the man you want to be the baby daddy. This is who you think is worthy of your daughter's love and vulnerability. This is what you think. Thank you so much, Maria T, for the $5 super chat. He let that monfongo go to waste, ungrateful ash. Yes, Maria T. Yes, boo. That good old monfongo. I don't care if it was hot dogs and pork and beans. Bitch, be grateful. Be grateful. They get to the hotel. You could tell they've been there a couple of days, and she ain't got no money. She don't have no money. And the sister calls on the phone. Your sister. She gets in the phone. Yeah, what's up? Mother, you would need to get your together. You got a cotton freaking probation officer calling me on the phone. And I had to tell that you wasn't here. So you need to call him and get that. That's love. Now, his sister sat there and said, you put your friends before your family. But your friends is the one that got you locked up, not your family. Check that. Check those T's. And then this mofo, since his, oh my goodness, y'all. Whew, y'all. Then he calls the probation officer. And now you got respect. Hello, Mrs. Probation Officer. You mother. So somebody got to force you. They got to force you to be respectful. Same respect you should have had for your mom now. Somebody got to force you to do it. And they got to have probation officer in front or behind their name. And they going to tell you how to live your life and put a cotton freaking ankle bracelet around your neck. Around your ankle to keep track of you because you forgot, Mr. Grown-ass man, with your pen pal girlfriend. You forgot to call, you irresponsible son of a bitch. First day out, you can't act right. The probation officer said, get your about that hotel and take your down there to your sister's house where we got it on record that that's where you living at. Because you ain't grown and you belong to the community. You belong to the state. You're community and state property. And she gonna sit there and say, he trying to sound like I can't believe he called me a pen pal. You see, he called you a pen pal. Well, he can't say that. Seem like they don't want us to be living together. Seem like that's what he trying to say. He said, no, that's what he said. And I'm on parole for 15 years. And that man or woman can say whatever they want to say. I've never seen someone be so ungrateful. Even the worst of the criminals that have come out of jail have not been as disrespectful and ungrateful as this mofo. Never. So India has been reduced down to a pen pal. Because guess what, India? They didn't see your little letters. They didn't see all your stuff. And they probably seen all the stuff that the other girls writing, so they just chucked you off as a pen pal, like all the rest of them. And as I said, Indy, everything you're getting, you worked for it. You deserve it. Hate to see it happen to you. But you've earned all of this. Because you've worked for it. Anyway, this is the end of my review. These people be draining me. These be draining me. Deontay, you see why I be taking some days? Because I be having to process and calm. Can you imagine after I saw that me coming out that Friday night? Bitch. It'd have been on and popping. Anyway, I love you all to pieces. Y'all have a great night. Thank you to everybody who super chatted. Thank you so much to Sylvia for joining the family. I'm hoping that you enjoy the members only content. I love you all to pieces. Thank you to my moderators who always keep the room nice and safe. Y'all y'all just give it up for my moderators, okay? Just give it up for my moderators. They make it do what it do over here. Okay? I love you all. Y'all have a great night.